So today we will see about transistor. So what is transistor? Transistor is a switching component. There is a 3 terminal in transistor. One is known as collector, another is base, and another is emitter. What is the meaning of switching? We will see. So let's first see. So in board the transistors location are Q or PQ. Okay, so let's understand the family of transistor. Transistor are two types. One is BJT, this one, and another is FET. In BJT there are two types, again NPN and PNP, and in FET it's JFET and MOSFET, means FET. It's also known as FET. So MOSFET and JFET. JFET also types N channel and P channel. MOSFET also has types N channel and P channel. So in laptop motherboard or desktop motherboard we only see PNP and NPN transistor and our MOSFET, N channel P channel. JFET is not there. Okay, let's move. So transistor. Transistor, two types are there. One is PNP, another is NPN. Okay, let's see about this. So you see, this is a three junction component. Okay, so here the emitter is there, collector is there, and base is there. This is a PNP. If the middle one is N, this is P and P junction, N junction, then this is known as PNP transistor. And if the middle one is P and this one is N and this one is N, then this is NPN transistor. In diode only two junctions are there, PN and NP. In transistor three junctions are there. The base junction has added for controlling the switch. What is the meaning of switch? Let me see. Here one thing you need to remember, that the difference between a dual diode and transistor is nothing. The checking method of dual diode and transistor are same. So see, this is a diode, this is the anode one, this is the cathode one. This is another diode, this is anode one, this is cathode one. So this is also can be a dual diode, and this is the reverse. Cathode, anode. Anode means pin, how cathode means N. Okay. In schematic diagram you will see like this. What is the meaning of switch? In PNP transistor, just remember one thing. If the diode negative side is in the middle, base side, if the diode's middle side in the base side, okay, and the positive side in the collector and emitter, means this is the P, this is P, this is N, means PNP, and this is NPN. So here also you can see the diode. This is P, the diode's positive side, PNP, and this is, you see, PN, means NPN. This is the negative side, NPN. So in this way you can recognize the transistor, whether it is PNP or NPN. Another rule you need to remember: if the base side is negative, means in PNP the negative side is in base, then it will trigger on negative voltage, means in ground. Until and unless the base will get ground or negative voltage, it will not going to connect the collector and emitter. It is getting short. If the PNP transistor base will get negative voltage, then the collector and emitter will get short, and whatever the voltages are there in collector, it will comes to emitter, or else it will not come. And just opposite in the NPN transistor, that you see, the base is the positive side. So until and unless we give any positive voltage to base, it will not getting the voltage, means whatever the voltages are there in collector, it will come to emitter if the base get positive voltage. If the base get negative voltage, it will not get short. In PNP transistor the base are connected to ground, then only it will work. And in NPN transistor, base must have some voltage to operate. Okay, that we will see. I think you understood. So checking, the checking is just like a dual diode. Okay, so let me check it out, then you will read that theory. So in diode you see that when the multimeter's positive probe I put in the positive side of the diode and negative probe in the negative side of the diode and the multimeter should be in continuity mode. Then the value, some value will come. If the diode positive side, multimeter positive, diode negative side, multimeter negative, then some value will come. And if we reverse the probe, then no value will come, because the diode work is only it flows in the forward side, means anode to cathode, not cathode to anode. Okay, in this diode also. So in transistor also, if the transistor is PNP, then when you put the red probe on P, means emitter, and in base you put the probe negative, then it will show some value. And in collector, if you put the probe, red probe, and black probe in the base, again it show some value. When you reverse the probe, it will not show any value. So this is the way of checking transistor as well as your dual diode. And in the case of NPN, the case will be just the reverse. When we put in emitter the black probe and in base the red probe, then the value will come. And when we reverse the probe, no value will come. In here also, collector and base. So this is the checking process you can see here. Okay, but in our schematic diagram or in our motherboard with transistor, 1 or 2 resistors are also connected. So it is very difficult to check transistor in our motherboard. For that reason, we only check in transistor about the 3 leg, whether it is short or not in offline. Mainly we check online whether the base is getting voltage or not. If getting voltage, then the emitter is getting voltage or not, and it is passing or not. If it is NPN, if PNP, then the gate is getting ground or not. If ground, then collector voltage should be crossed to emitter. Is it crossing or not? So in this way we are checking the transistor.